This is the terrifying story of Tatsuya Ichihashi and Lindsay Ann Hawker, a case that shook both Japan and Britain to their core. Let us understand this entire incident in detail. Lindsay Ann Hawker was a 22-year-old biology graduate from England. She was academically bright and also deeply interested in martial arts, especially self-defense. In 2006, she traveled to Japan to fulfill her dreams and to work as an English teacher. Like many foreigners, Lindsay believed that Japan was one of the safest and most peaceful countries in the world. She began teaching at a school in Tokyo and quickly adjusted to her new life. She remained in close contact with her family and spoke to them almost every day. On March 19, 2007, while Lindsay was returning home by train, a man named Tatsuya Ichihashi approached her. He falsely claimed that he was one of her students and said that he wanted to learn English. At first, Lindsay politely refused his request. However, Ichihashi continued to follow her and kept insisting in a calm and innocent manner. Eventually, Lindsay agreed to give him private lessons, but only on the condition that they would meet in a public cafe. After their first lesson, Ichihashi used a deceptive excuse. He told Lindsay that he had forgotten the payment at his apartment. Lindsay agreed to go with him briefly so she could collect her fees and return immediately. A taxi waited outside the building for her. But Lindsay never came back. Inside the apartment, Ichihashi attacked her. When Lindsay tried to defend herself using her martial arts training, Ichihashi brutally overpowered her. He ultimately murdered her by strangulation. When Lindsay did not return, her friends and her school became worried and contacted the police. On 26 March, the police arrived at Ichihashi's apartment. As soon as he noticed the police, Ichihashi fled barefoot from the scene. Inside the apartment, the police discovered a deeply disturbing sight. On the balcony, there was a bathtub filled with soil and chemicals. When the soil was removed, Lindsay's body was found buried inside. Ichihashi had even shaved her hair in an attempt to delay identification. Ichihashi was not an ordinary criminal. He was extremely skilled at evading capture. For the next 2.5 years, he lived across Japan in disguise. To avoid recognition, he deliberately injured himself by cutting his lips and removing a facial mole. He worked at construction sites and hid among laborers to blend in. He even underwent professional plastic surgery to alter his nose, eyes, and overall facial appearance. His ability to disappear made him one of Japan's most infamous fugitives. In November 2009, based on tips from a plastic surgeon and a construction worker, Ichihashi was arrested in Osaka. Even after going to prison, his manipulative mind did not stop working. From inside jail, he wrote a book titled Until I Was Arrested. In the book, he described his life on the run in detail. Shockingly, the Japanese public bought the book in massive numbers. It became a bestseller. As a result, Ichihashi earned millions while sitting in prison. This fact caused widespread outrage. Lindsay's parents demanded the death penalty for their daughter's killer. However, in 2011, the court sentenced Ichihashi to life imprisonment instead. The court stated that he was still young and should be given a chance at reform. This decision was heavily criticized by the public and international media. Even today, Ichihashi remains in prison. But Lindsay's family continues to live with the pain that her murderer became a public figure. For them, true justice was never fully delivered. Friends, The story of Tatsuya Ichihashi introduces us to that dark corner of the human mind where a killer not only commits murder, but also turns his brutality into a story and sells it. Lindsay Hawker never imagined that the country she considered the safest in the world would become the final destination of her life. In this entire case, the biggest question that arises is whether justice is only about giving punishment. Because on one side, the family of an innocent girl is still living with that pain, and on the other side, the same killer is sitting in jail and earning fame and money through his bestseller book. Was it right for the people of Japan to like his book so much? Or have we witnessed the defeat of humanity by turning a criminal into a twisted celebrity? What do you have to say about this? Do tell us in the comment section. If you found this video informative, then do share it. And for more such mysterious cases, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll meet again in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.